Stanford are first-round opponents in the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation tournament. It begins today, Friday, April 27th, in Berkeley. In Saratoga, Kristin Lam, Update News. Assembly Bill 2193 proposes requiring doctors to screen new moms for mental illnesses, both before and after giving birth. If passed, it would also require health insurance companies to connect moms with therapists and doctors with psychiatrists. Salvatore, more domestic offshore drilling could affect gas prices. A Trump administration official says the plan will increase energy independence. Akbayan SJSU presented 3 performances of its Filipino Cultural Night last weekend. Students put together every aspect of the production, including dancing, choir, acting, props, and costumes. Over 200 people were involved in this year's production of the Filipino Cultural Night. Through the arts, it aims to depict the Filipino-American experience. Student choreographers base cultural dances off traditions from different regions of the Philippines.
It means a whole lot just to see the vision that I had really come to life on stage.
The original show's coming-of-age story follows Sampaguita, a Filipina-American who meets spirits protecting the land. Conflict arises because of human greed as a mining company plunders through the forest.
The story that we're telling today has a lot to do about the Philippine lands and how rich all the resources are and how much it matters to the people who live in it.
You want to know why? Stacy Hernandez's character, Tagbamwa, or Mama Ta, acted as a motherly figure. The cast and crew also formed close connections.
To see that growth, to see how passionate they are about this production, it just really amazes me.
The Cultural Night coordinator, Dominique Guevara, started working on the show last year. T-shirts and coloring books were sold at the show to raise money for a school in Mindanao.
The show, they have access to the general community, and it's a platform for us to be able to really provide information.
After the Akbayan elections, the next Filipino Cultural Night coordinator will start developing the 31st show. In Santa Clara, Kristin Lam, Update News. The Office of Research and Research Foundation honored 10 students for their projects Tuesday. Faculty mentors supported the students in their research, ranging from image synthesis to art history. After the ceremony, attendees and organizers talked to students and faculty.
The coolest part for me is just meeting the students and hearing their excitement and their enthusiasm.
One project studied traffic patterns at intersections to improve transportation management. They discovered the number of vehicles at intersections were much higher than the number of bicycles or pedestrians.
Especially at intersections where there were a lot of offices and residential houses, so that was alarming.
They used artificial intelligence to collect data and analyze more than 85 hours of traffic. Some students say their research furthers their career goals.
I'm happy I got a job recently. So it's in the same domain, and because I was working on this project for a year, I learned so much in the same domain.
Another student says her project, which she traveled to Italy for, supports her teaching plans.
After graduation, I went to teach, and so I think that from doing my research, I've learned to just kind of go out and not really let your insecurities get to the best of you.
Judges from the Graduate Studies and Research Committee selected the winners. Students at the forum will go on to represent SJSU at the California State University Student Research Competition. This year's will take place at Sacramento State on May 4th and May 5th. On campus, Kristin Lam, Update News. SJSU's graphic design program ranks in the top 10% of the Animation Career Review this year. In the 2018 Graphic Design School rankings, SJSU places in the top 7% nationally and top 5% of public schools. The Bachelor's of Fine Arts application process is competitive, and students must pass portfolio reviews to stay in the program. The design department keeps track of where alumni work, going back as far as 1980. The chair says students get hired right after graduating.
Our program strength definitely is we care about theory, but we also care about practice. So they get this combination of challenge in heart and challenge in mind.
She adds that many students in the 2-year program are first or second generation students. This year's Graphic Design Bachelor's of Fine Arts class will put on its final showcase in mid-May.
Welcome to Update News. I'm Noe Magaña.
And I'm Kristin Lam. Student journalists are taking to social media to highlight the financial struggles student newsrooms are facing. San Jose State has seen its own problems with funding for its student-run publications and broadcasting programs. Salvatore Maxwell is live on campus to tell us more. Salvatore?
Now we have Kristin Lam here with sports.
Tell us how the women's tennis team is doing.
They had a rough weekend. SJSU's women's tennis took on the Fresno State Bulldogs last Friday and dropped the match 4-2. This match followed a 5-2 win against UC Davis the previous Saturday. And that's all I have for sports. Here's hoping the softball team can bounce back.
Yeah, let's hope they can claim back that #1 spot.